Hello everybody, Heather here. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my channel. I was going to do a DIY for you today. Haven't done one in a little while. It takes me some time to get back in the mood to DIY after Halloween and Christmas. At the beginning of the year, I'm not usually too in the mood to do a lot of projects. What I am in the mood for is cleaning up my house and getting, like, you know, all of the decorations and stuff. Loud truck. All the decorations and stuff put away. And so now I'm starting to get in the mood to do some projects again. So we're going to make some things today. One thing I really fell in love with this year was gingerbread houses for Christmas, and I left them up until after Valentine's Day because, you know, a lot of them have a lot of pink and that kind of thing in it. So I just incorporated some pink trees in with my gingerbread houses and turned it into a little bit more of a Valentine's Day theme. But I thought it might be fun to make some that are going to be kind of Easter themed. So this is kind of what it's going to be. Little ornaments. We can put like a ribbon or something through the hook here on top and hang them on a tree or make a garland, that sort of thing. But what started the whole thing was I went to Michael's one day and they were having a really good clearance on Model Magic, and I see lots of other people using it for projects, so I thought I would pick up some, $1 a pack. So I picked up a couple packs. This little bit right here is all I have left. So what I also got was, there's a piece of paper on it, was this gingerbread mold with these little houses on it. And none of them have anything on it that makes you think that it's Christmas. You can use these for pretty much any holiday, or you could use it even if you just wanted to make cookies or something. It would work excellent because what I did is I stuffed some of the foam, the Model Magic, down in there and just pushed it in really good. And then you pop them out and they come out real nice. See that? And one thing of Model Magic goes pretty far. You can make several of these with one bag. And one more here. See, the details come out really nice on them. So let me move that out of the way. Throw the Model Magic down here because I don't think you need to watch me push it in there. I mean, you get the idea. You get a ball of it, wad it up really good, warm it up in your hands, push it down in there, get all of the corners and everything really good. And you want to make sure that you get it thick all the way to the top. Because see this one, can you see how, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Hold on. Okay. See how that one is nice and flat? You don't really care if the back of it's bloated a little bit, but see that? I don't know if you can tell, but see, it came out a little bit curved because this one's not really thick. This was like the end of my first bag of Model Magic, and I didn't have a whole lot left, so I tried to chintz on it a little bit, and it made it curve like that. So make sure you fill it to the brim, so that you don't get like curvature like that. And then they have these at Michael's. I think they're $3.50 to $3.99 a container, but these ones right here are my favorites that I got. They look like little cookie sprinkles or cake sprinkles. And then this one's like the mixed fruits. And this one has different color hearts and circles and, you know, like, what else is in there? Little flowers, different colored flowers. And then this one I had bought first for Valentine's Day. It's got different color hearts. Then I went on Temu, and I found some on there, and they come in little containers like this, and they're really inexpensive. Let me see, can you see the things that are in there? I've got Easter eggs. There's Easter eggs right here. There's chicks coming out of an egg. I don't know what this pink one right here is bunny heads. Anyway, carrots, all different things, Easter related. And then I found a bag of flowers. And this one here would be more for Valentine's Day too, but look, it's conversation hearts and they actually have writing on them. I went nuts because they were so inexpensive. And then, let me show you from the back, it's easier to see. Does that have a crack in it? No, it's just a scratch. So this is more Easter eggs, bunnies, flowers. See? And one more. And this one here I picked up too while I was on there, and I think this one was on like a lightning deal, so I think these were like 50 cents. But look how cute these are. Can you see those? Super cute. And then, I don't know if I showed you those or not, but another bag of them. These have carrots and bunnies and that kind of thing. The only thing is, once I open these pouches of them, I don't know where. I have these little containers. I'm hoping I can fit them in there. We'll see. But, so I've got my paper plate here. I've already put a bunch of paints on them of colors that I'm going to use. And some different paint brushes, really fine point ones. And I have already painted this one brown so that we can go ahead and get started on one real quick. But I will paint one brown with you too. All right, let me pause you and put you down so that I can, something stuck to that one, so that we can get started on this project. Okay, so I have my little houses that I popped out of my mold that I got from Michael's, and I'm going to use some paint and start painting these so that you can see how it goes. I've sped it up a little bit just because, you know, I don't want to bore you with just showing you me painting, but I want you to see how it progresses. My usual color that I use there, the darker brown, is Folk Art Matte Dark Brown. And in a matte finish, and the lighter one that I'm going to try is Coffee Latte, and the other color is Cinnamon by Folk Art, and they're both matte finish. So you can decide which color you like best when we're all done. I usually give these 2 coats per side to cover up all of the yellow, but if you found some of the Model Magic, is that what it's called? The clay. If you find some of that in a brown color, which I don't even know if they make in brown, but that would save you probably a coat of paint. You could just do 1 coat at that point, I would assume. Now, if you painted these white and you like gave them a lot of glitter after, and you did all of the pastel colors for Easter, I think that would probably be cute too, but then it wouldn't have that gingerbread house look to it, because I've seen some houses at TJ Maxx for Easter, and they're not brown, they're white, and then they have all the glitter and pastel colors on them, and they light up. They're really cute. But this is my take on the gingerbread ornaments for your tree or garland, whichever you would rather. At the end, I have them on a little white tree, because I tried putting them on a pink tree that I had, and they kind of blend in and you don't see them that well. So I dug out one of my Halloween white trees and tried to put it on it to see what it would look like. But I might switch it out to a garland. I haven't decided yet. See, there's the dark brown house that I already have a coat of paint on, and then the ones in the front are the lighter. So, you can decide which ones you like better. Now, I'm going to start painting all of the details on the house, different colors, and I'm using a really fine point paintbrush. That black paintbrush, I'm not sure. I think that's a Temu paintbrush. I've had pretty good luck with their brushes so far, so they're really affordable. If I need a really good watercolor brush, I usually go to Michael's and pick something out, but for just detail brushes that I don't take great care of, I don't mind buying from Temu. I know it doesn't look like it, but this roof I'm painting a really light baby blue, and let me see, what color is that? That is an apple barrel china blue paint. I'll try to tell you the colors of the paints, but really just pick out pastel colors that you like and that you think look Eastery and make you feel happy. So that's the best thing to do. So we're just going to paint the roof, and then next is going to be, if you see any spots where your yellow's showing, just go back in with a touch of your brown paint and cover those up. You don't want any of the yellow spots showing, and some of them are kind of hard to see until you until it dries, because you get like the glossy reflection until it's dried. So you know, now I'm trying to decide what color I'm going to paint on the windows and that sort of thing. And just take your time and do little dabs around these windows. And if you get paint somewhere where it's not supposed to be, just wait till it dries for a few minutes and go back with your brown color. That's why I think it's best not to mix up your colors for this project, because if you have to leave it and come back to it later on, you already have the exact color to match it. You don't have to try to mix two colors to get it to match, if that makes sense. So got this little window up here in the top painted. There you go. And then we'll find some other colors. And then like in the beginning, I showed you all of my sprinkles. That's when it gets really fun, is when we start putting the sprinkles on. And I am in love with the ones that I got. I really like the ones that I got from Michael's that are called Tutti Frutti. And it's got little strawberries in it and lemons and what else? Limes, something purple. Some looks like some grapes. I don't know. There's all kinds of cute things. And watermelon, those are really cute. And you'd be able to use those in lots of projects. And I also like the sprinkles is what it's called, sprinkles set. And that is different color hearts and little circles and stars. And I think that that one even has like some little like cake confetti type stuff in it mixed in with that one. And then my absolute favorite that I used on every project, and I'll probably go buy some more, are the rainbow beads. They're just little balls, and they're different colors, and they look like cake sprinkles. No, those are my favorite. Absolute favorite. And then if you see the hearts, the different color hearts that you can get, the pinks and reds and whites, that's a good set to have too. Save those for next year for Valentine's Day. Really, you can use hearts any time of the year, but they scream Valentine's Day, so I recommend those. And then definitely look on Temu for their sprinkles and that kind of thing, because they have a very large variety and they're very inexpensive, and the quality seems like it's pretty good to me. I've had a few of them that were really thin, like cut really thin, so like out of the conversation hearts that I showed you in the beginning that I'm not using in this project, but some of those are cut super thin. But for the right project, I guess that would be great. If you were putting them on your fingernails, you would want them to be really thin, right? So, you know, you get all the options, I guess, in there for what you can use them for. Look at that. It's coming to life. It's starting to look like a house. Yay! I just love the little polka dots around the outside, and I use the back of my paintbrush for that. And I like to alternate colors, like I did yellow and lavender on that. The lavender one is a matte finish from Apple Barrel called Lavender. And let me see if I can find that yellow. The yellow is a little bit of a brighter one, and it's called Dandelion Yellow. And I also have, let me see, I guess maybe that's the only yellow I used on these, because I don't have another one sitting out here for me to look at. So that would tell me that's the only one I used. Some of those glitter paints that you can get too, I used some of the Martha Stewart multi-surface glitter paint. I've used some of that in here too, but really, at the end, I would say it's not necessary to use that, because you're going to put some glitter on it to make it look like sugar at the end anyway. So if you have those glitter paints, it's fine to use them. They look nice on there, but you have to get really kind of close to see that the paint's glittery at that point. So, and I like to use something around the outside of the door to make the door pop. And what I'm using there is Apple Barrel's turquoise paint, because I feel like that turquoise paint really pops with the rest of those pastel colors. It just makes it look, you know, so Eastery to me. See, there you go. Super cute. I'm trying to put a light on it so we can see it better while I'm working on it. Now I'm going to use some of my sprinkles, and I use glossy accents. If you watch my videos, I use glossy accents for a lot of things. I always have it on hand. As soon as I run out or I'm starting to get low, I go buy another bottle. And I have seen it at Walmart, but most of the time I have to go to Michael's to get that, or, you know, Joann's. Now, I use a stick pin to put some of my things on there. So I just put my glossy accents down where I'm going to want my sprinkles. And then I'll do a little blob. Let's see. I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put some glossy accents there too. What I do is I take my stick pin and I dip it in some of the glossy accents. I'm just using extra that's in that window right now that I filled in. And then I can pick up my little, you know, confetti stuff with my stick pin, because they're so small that it's very difficult to pick up with your fingers. I'm trying to decide which ones I'm going to use next. It's so much fun with all the selection that I've gotten from Temu. These little boxes have eggs and rabbits and carrots and all kinds of fun things in them. They're just, you know, so much fun to use. Time flies while you're working on these because it's actually fun to do. And that's the kind of projects I like to work on. Stuff that I can like lose time because I'm having fun doing it. And you can, you know, you can take this project after you get your houses made, take it and sit out with your family or whatever, watch a movie, and you can paint these while you're visiting and stuff. It's not like you have to have complete focus on it while you're working on it. It's a good project to do. This thing I got from Michael's, and it's for glitter. I'm going to use it. See, I'm going to put glossy accents all around the roof, and then I'm going to take some iridescent glitter. This is just the glitter that looks the most like sugar that I can find. It's just little square pieces of clear translucent glitter. I'm getting low. I'm going to have to go find some more. I don't remember where I got it. Probably Michael's, because I did recently look at Walmart and they didn't have any. Some stuff's just harder to find now. Trying to figure this out. I didn't realize I had a plug in the bottom of it so that everything wouldn't just spill out. There we go, there we go. Perfect. Isn't it cute? Now we're going to do some different things at the bottom here. Flowers and that kind of thing. Anything to make it look springy. Usually down here at the bottom under this window I can fit 2 or 3 flowers depending on how I lay them in there. And then I like to put something on the door too so that it looks like there's a wreath on the door. And then my favorite thing to use are those rainbow beads. So I end up putting those like all over these things to make it look like I've got little beaded garlands and that kind of thing around the windows and stuff. It's super cute. You can spend a lot of time on each one, or you can come up with a plan and try to make all of them look kind of similar and stuff so that they move along really fast. See, there they are. There's those little beads. Put them in the lid so that they don't go everywhere. I'm trying to clean off my pen so that when I go to pick these up, it's easier for me to pick up. Your needle will get kind of goopy because the glossy accents, you know, it dries like a glue. So just stick your glossy accents everywhere that you want it to be really shiny, or anywhere that you want to stick something. I put it, see, right there, you couldn't really see because it's kind of far away, but it's hard for me to have the camera close enough for this little project for you to see every detail. But I put the glossy accents over the flowers that I stuck down there to give them a little bit of a 3D effect. So that's one thing also that the glossy accents will do, because it's so transparent and so shiny when it dries that it gives the appearance of something being 3D. See, that little straight area right below that top window in the peak of the roof is where I'm putting all of those little rainbow beads. I just love how that looks. I've done it on all of them I've done so far. See that? See? Love that. there I just I had a flower in that window upstairs in the peak. So I just did a little bead right in the middle of that flower to make it look like it's got 3 levels of things on it, because it does. I mean, really, these are easy to make, and you could get as complicated or as casual as you want with it. You know, kids would have fun doing this. You know, it'd be a lot of fun for a kid to do, I think. I would have liked doing this project when I was a kid. Especially if I got to use all these fun sprinkles. You know, you have people in your life that have art supplies or something that you're interested in, and you go to their house and stuff, and they just have all of these art supplies, and you're like in heaven. My grandmother used to own an antique arts and crafts store, and, you know, I used to like to go there and just look at all of the fabrics that she sold, because she had like 3 walls full of fabric bolts, and it was just so much fun to look at them and think of the things that you could make with them and stuff. I know. And she always kept it pretty tidy too. I liked that. Like sometimes you go into Joann and it's like there's so much fabric all over the place that it's a little overwhelming. But I do still enjoy going in there. And some of the fabrics are so expensive. It's like, ugh, I would hate to buy one of those really expensive fabrics and then make a mistake. See, these are just so much fun. Aren't you glad I sped it up? It's taken me all this time just to do one. But to do them faster, because, you know, I'm just doing this one so you can see how to do it. But to do them faster, I lay them all out and paint them all on one side, let them dry. Paint the other side, let them dry. And then set my paints out, or have them all on my plate. And then I just do a detail on each one of them. And then by the time I go back to the first one, that color was dry. And then I go do the second thing and do them all. And then same thing. The first one will be dry when I get to the last one. It moves a lot faster that way when you're doing a whole bunch of them. I promise. See, these are those, I forget what they're called, but they're like jewelry parts. They're like those sticks that you can bend with your, you know, jewelry making tools. But what I'm going to do is make a loop to hang my ribbon on the top of this. And very carefully, because my glue is still a little bit wet on this one, I'm going to poke a hole with my needle up in the top. And then take my jewelry piece there, my link, we'll call it, and I cut it off so that it's not super gigantic, and I stick it down in that little hole that I poked in it, and then put some glossy accents on my on it before I stick it in there. And then usually I go back after and put a little glossy accents at the top of it too, to give it some extra support. And then they're really cute when you put ribbon on them. Look at all these. Aren't they super cute? I just love them. I can't wait to make some for Halloween and Christmas, and because I really enjoyed using gingerbread houses in my kitchen this year, so I'm definitely going to be making some of these for my kitchen. Let me know what you think. I'll show you what they look like on the tree here at the end, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope you really liked this project. Make sure you give me a thumbs up.